Hello everyone, this is Jack Frost with a little update for silver. Overall price has continued to move down now from resistance on the grand supercycle trend channel, and it is expected to continue. On the weekly chart here, supercycle wave C can subdivide as either an impulse or ending diagonal, and because cycle wave 1 fits well as a 5-wave structure with primary 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, it is expected that supercycle wave C will be unfolding as an impulse. Cycle waves 1 and 2 may be complete here and here, with price expected to move lower for cycle wave 3, which has a target to reach equality in length with cycle wave 1 at 13.89. Cycle wave C has a target to reach the Fibonacci 0.618 ratio with A at 7.46. Within cycle wave 3, no corrective movement can move beyond its start at 26.123. And on the daily chart here, we know that cycle wave 3 has to unfold as an impulse, with primary 1 and intermediate 1 currently unfinished, with minor waves 1 and 2 potentially over here, now moving down for minute wave 3 within minor wave 3. If price makes a new low below this last low at primary wave B within cycle wave 2, there will be added confidence, and that point is just here at 19.909. All of the targets and invalidations are the same as the weekly chart. And on the bullish chart here, within supercycle wave 1, cycle waves 1 and 2 may be complete. Now expecting increased momentum for intermediate wave 3, primary wave 3, and cycle wave 3. Primary wave 3 has a target to reach 1.618 times the length of primary wave 1 at 31.12, and cycle wave 3 is also expected to reach 1.618 times the length of cycle wave 1 at 46.82. Within primary wave 3, no corrective movement can move beyond its start below 19.909, and with intermediate 2 potentially moving lower to reach the 61.8% retracement at 22.28, it may not move below the start of intermediate wave 1 at the same point. On the daily chart just here, we can see intermediate wave 1 is expected to be over at this last high, subdividing as an impulse with minor waves 1, 2, an extended third wave, fourth wave, and finally the fifth wave. Intermediate wave 2 is now subdividing as what appears to be an incomplete zigzag, with minor waves A and B over here, and minor wave C expected to move slightly lower. It may find support at the base channel just here, before moving up for intermediate wave 3. On the technical weekly chart, we can see price has continued to fall after this bearish engulfing pattern here, and it has since moved back from resistance at 24.5, coming back to test it, and now moving further away. Volume has continued to decline from the last high, with a slight push in recent bearish movement as price has tested resistance and is now moving away. On balance, volume continues in its range with no clear signal, as well as ADX declining, RSI, money flow, and stochastics are all neutral, and ATR is overall flat with a slight bearish slope. This overall supports the main Elliott wave count, expecting price to continue to fall. On the daily chart, we can see after price last tested resistance here, there was a bearish engulfing pattern after a short bullish run. Now with price moving lower and a slight push from volume in these recent days, though it overall continues to decline on the long term. On balance, volume has broken out of a somewhat technically significant range because it has been tested 1, 2, 3, 4 times on support and 2 with a couple falling short on resistance, though it was largely horizontal, so we add some weight to this signal. This also includes ADX increasing with a clear bearish trend from a low point, which is the strongest signal ADX can give, as there is a long way to go before the trend reaches extreme. Overall, this supports the main Elliott wave count as price is expected to continue to fall on both a daily and weekly time frame. That's all for me with your update for silver. Hope everyone has a good week.